for two cases here. State of Ohio, counsel, if you would, please enter your appearance.
Covered for,
Indeed, they reviewed the PSI. It appears to be actually correct and legal.
I have a passion about the law. I firmly believe that there is that we need stewards who are going to provide a level playing field for all involved. Over time, certainly the criminal side can be a drain on you emotionally, physically. My reward when I have attorneys come back and say, listen, Judge, we may have lost, my client may have lost, but he got a fair trial, and I want to thank you for that. There was a case where actually it wasn't, where a woman was, she pled guilty to forgery and stealing her father's identity. We had a woman who was assisting her father and providing for him, and then she apparently was in an automobile accident.
I started using pain medication after an automobile accident.
And she started taking medications. She became addicted to the medication, and then she started using her father's credit cards and money to buy personal things. Well, she forged his name, the checks.
Essentially using her father's finances without his permission.
When I reviewed her background, this wasn't an isolated incident. She had done it a number of times. In fact, she was on probation to me in this court for a similar offense, 2 years ago. So she was on probation when she committed the instant offense.
Some of the reasons why I violated was a lot of the times I was taking him to medical, had appointments, a lot of them. And I could not go to Dublin Counseling because I was taking him to doctor's appointments.
With her, there was always an excuse.
No accident where my therapy was the same day as my probation.
Well, you're 42, your assistance with your father. I'm not so sure how sincere it is. It really is. I don't know if this is a situation where you're helping him out because you can help yourself out to his finances, or whether or not you really care about him. You have some issues, you're on probation before, and you violated picking up this while on probation.
But there can be a point in time when one becomes such a nuisance and such a problem, such an inconvenience, such a burden in our society, where sometimes even for the nonviolent offenses, a period of jail time is required. What is hard is trying to determine the appropriate remedy for your symptoms. So if you are stealing because you're a knucklehead, then and you're running around with guns holding folks up because you're a knucklehead, and you've had every opportunity, you do well in school, you're fine, you're just a complete knucklehead, and you don't care, then I don't have time for that. Go. Then you need some time to sit and think about your actions. That's called jail or prison.
Chaz, a former street hustler, has already found his piece of the action.
And here, coffee is like weed. I either be playing spades or just standing by the table with the coffee in my pocket, and everybody know what I do. I sell the coffee. Everybody else, they sell it, but I sell real big shots because I don't drink coffee. I'm selling big shots for the same price they selling for the little ones. So I'm getting the most business. I buy about 5 bags of coffee and probably make around close to $100. We'll keep this booming, that's what I call it, booming.
Every hustle is a behind-the-scenes enterprise because in Ohio, trading or bartering of any kind is illegal.
And no one's going to run the court. I'm there, I'm put in place to make sure that, your counsel behaves, the prosecutor behaves, the jurors are paying attention, that, everyone is working to make sure everyone has a fair trial. And so I'm going to make sure that that happens. And I take that responsibility extremely seriously. And, you know, I feel that we are making a difference. We're making a difference. I had one case where a gentleman owed, I don't know, $60,000, $70,000 in child support. This gentleman, he didn't care. He thought it was a joke. In fact, when I looked at his family background history, it showed he had 33 kids. 33, which was insane.